Black Clover chapter review 250. Six? 258. 258.
That's not that far off.
258. Black Clover chapter 258. Black Clover chapter 258. Alright, take it away.
The biggest thing about the subchapter, Asta officially gets a contract.
Yes. Yes.
You know,
Yes.
and from what we know with devils or having devil powers, they say you have to make a contract.
That's how you use the power.
So now it's official. But what does that also mean? What are the consequences of that? And in this case in particular, he says to Asta, okay, give me a piece of your body. Specify. I mean, we don't know. With these ambiguous contracts, you gotta, read the fine print. Because, Asta's just like in this moment of peril, and he's like, okay, if I just talk to him, whatever. But at the same time, literally he's making a deal with the devil, and it's just like, that comes with severe consequences.
Devil's bargain. Devil's bargain. Anything you want to say about that scene? How do you feel about that? Him making a deal with the devil? Tickle your fancy?
Get apart that analytical mind of yours.
Thou sacrifice. I'm not sure. I swear. Alright, so with that, it's like, it's so different. It's like an anomaly. Because, again, this devil resides in his book versus the devil resides in another book. So, how does things work for him? Is that really even a contract? Because, for me, like, that's what blows my mind about it. Why it's so, for the wraparound, like, how, maybe it's easier for him to be possessed. Maybe you don't have to do that whole 80% thing. Because it's not like his devil resides in another world. This shit is in his book. Again, and that's another thing. Asta was always using the devil's power from the beginning. So, is this really a contract? Or is it what him willing, like him being, well, not even willing, him being aware now that he's asking for the power instead of just taking as he's always been.
Kind of like Naruto and Kurama. Literally, because Naruto used to just take the energy until he actually asked, and then for manifest a different type of energy. And then when he actually mixed it and fused it with others, it gets where it needs to go.
Take it only.
But yeah, I can see your point where you can say, is it really a contract, or is he just willingly just like, all right, you know what, let me just give you more than you can actually use at this particular moment, or more than you've been using. That's what you're saying.
Exactly. Aware of it. So you've been drawing on my power subconsciously. So now let me make you aware
Of where it's actually coming from. So, but my question is, wasn't Asta able to go half demon, half Asta prior to fighting or using this devil's full power now? Or am I bugging? Wasn't the silhouette of him half demon, half Asta, or whatever that case was, two horn here, and then the other horn when he did it with Yuno? Because Yuno does the half spirit, and then Asta feet, feel me? When the devil's
Exactly. That's what I thought as well. Like Astor was always again drawing on that power for me without having made. That's why not too many people like we all go to 80. I don't know about him over there. For me, because
basically giving a hint that
we
Astor
ain't going through the same things. How we
Exactly.
acquire a power.
And to your point of that, and when you even said, was that even really a contract? Because that devil is different from everybody else. Same rules don't seem to necessarily apply to you. So that's kind of something that intrigued me the most, because it's like, what is it about him specifically? Because to the point where, like, even with that first level that they fought, and he came into when he fought Zekard, and then he came into contact. For the most part, it seems like they have an idea of who each other is, even if it's not on some personal level, like that's my man. So it's like, well, I know you from over here, I know you from over there, but then so it's like, yo, who are you?
I feel like Astor Demon and all of them, you got history with them.
I think that's what makes him so different.
Astor is like, I can feel your anger. Astor's like, I can feel your anger towards him. And you want to beat him. Like, wow. But you don't know him. It's not no beef between y'all. Why you want to beat him? Why you angry with him? He beat me. So I can feel your anger towards the devil. That new character. Because you got to feel your anger towards him in their conversation.
I mean, they are connected.
I think that was more from the standpoint of him losing the first time to him.
See, Zachary, when they had wounded him, he was saying that she was like, strong and all that. He wasn't talking to Oscar's feeling. That was still his comrade. Oscar said, I feel the anger towards not Dante, the person, the demon.
And he said that after he was defeated by him, and in the beginning, the only reason he came out was because Astor was losing. So when he actually did lose his power and lost, remember he was in already a fit of rage. Astor himself was in a fit of rage. So that's probably why he was able to feel his rage at the same time, because they're both in rage. Because Astor's in rage and then the demon's in rage within Astor. It could be that. That's just my opinion on it. But also, me personally saying this, I feel like it's different. I feel like the reason I say it's different is because if I'm giving you more energy than you actually can use at a time than you're able to right now, and it looks totally different from when you've ever used any percentage of my power. It looked like it looked like an equipped arm. Not only is it equipped, but his wing had like a hook on the bone, and also he had two horns on one side, one going this way and then one sticking right out. So when Astor first used the demon's power and he got his horn, I would say only like 10-20%.
Really not. Because remember, you start to show signs of the red curse as soon as you start dabbling with the demon. So shit could have been like 10%.
Even so. And when he did, it covered his arm. But now in the same
smacked out the gravity zone.
I mean,
You smacked Dante's gravity his dark hole. Smacked it with his sword. Did you think that?
you did.
Smacked, you negated the whole boom. Turned it all.
Talking about the singularity?
Yeah.
He did.
certain fantasy stories that like utilize demons or devils, if you will. The amount of horns signifies like rank or level or power, and this is just one side. Two horns on one side.
Exactly. So, what kind of power was he using prior to this? If this is actually the true power at the little bit of percentage that he can use it now, because it's not like he went into the half demon like he did previously when he fought Dante.
Just arm up.
It just like this completely disappeared.
Smacks. I see it for you. So smacks. And I see what you're talking about, the horn thing
Right there, exactly.
That's what you're talking about. But look, his feet is completely normal. Bro.
Exactly. So
No,
that's
that's
like
what he's saying.
that's what I mean. So
That's not.
that's exactly.
I understand what you're saying. What level was
So
he
if
at?
he already passed that, when he wasn't using the contract or per se the devil willingly giving him the power.
But also maybe this levels
Refined.
aren't equal to that theirs, in the sense that maybe their 70% is his 20.
Maybe that's the Nine Tails chocolate coat version 1. Lack of a better name.
But
Remember how
that's also
Naruto
what
the
I'm
chocolate
saying.
used to come out red?
Mhm.
Until he mastered it, it came out yellow
And that's
or
also
like refined.
Yeah, I feel like there's so much to this devil from the rest of them, and I think his power is not on the same scale as theirs. So like to the thing that you're emphasizing, he's not completely dual of ossified. He's just like a quarter of if even that, maybe even less.
Exactly. So
And then the fact that that part is now refined, and you know there are two horns on one side. That's very prominent. He's only using the arm, but also utilizing Asi's own strength with that. Because like even other people can't pick up the sword, he can pick up the sword with ease.
that's a fact.
Shit's heavy. That's human, and he can just
Not only is it heavy, it drains whoever has magic that touches it.
use his benefit. You don't got no
So
magic.
he'll never drink. He just needs to be able to wield it.
It kind of goes back to, you know, if the Grimoire didn't pick Asta and it was the devil, how would he
I
know
feel like
that, you know?
The
Because
Grimoire
it's on a
picked-
whim that Asta didn't have magic, so that makes sense if that was the case. And we know he was like this capable, you know, he was this strong. It was just within your interest. Oh, he don't got magic. Perfect, exactly what I need. But then on top of that, his physical capability. It's just like, oh, the possibilities
I
are
think that
endless.
That's a
I
fact.
think that devil was really for him too. Just like everybody else who comes to this circle. Kind of like on some Naruto shit, but everybody openly says it.
I
Hey, we rooting for you, dog.
I think it's more of his interest.
Why would he want to align himself with Asta?
Exactly.
It's
No,
not-
sir. No, that's what
It's not in his nature. Because if you compare all the
No,
other
not like
devils,
interesting. Like
I mean, like, in his benefit. That's what I mean, like, in his interest.
it serves him no reason to
No
cooperate
benefit
with Asta.
at all. No benefit.
Your ties are not to me, and that's one thing why I think going off of what you were saying, because we know the grimoire cannot. Personally, I feel like grimoires cannot choose you if you have no mana, and it can't have nothing to attract itself to, because you get the grimoire based off of magic abilities. Henceforth, you know got the 4-leaf clover based off of magic abilities. Huh? Yeah, based off his magic abilities, he basically got the rank of his bow. So if Asta, based off of his magic abilities, didn't have it, how did he get the 5-leaf glimmer? Maybe I can say just clearly the devil chose him based off of the lack of the book. I feel like the devil chose him in that situation because in that moment, Asta was defeated. He was broken. He was in despair. So I feel like the book chose him, but the devil was the one who chose Asta. And I don't know why he chose Asta. But that's probably what attracted him to him, but I don't know why he's working with Asta. Because at the end of the day, the devils want their own body. They want to use their own magic. What is his purpose for actually wanting to subside. Same thing that Zegred asked him, yo, bro, what are you doing? Our goals are supposed to be the same. And he clowns him. So, in that sense, I don't know.
I don't know,
It's
maybe.
an interesting theory that came across.
It's hard to say because it's like they've been around as long as the elves have. So,
The devil's probably been around in his own.
or maybe even longer than that. So it's
I-
like,
How y'all feel about this? After Oscar realized that he was never going to be able to use magic ever and fell into deep despair, and that despair is what felt actually summoned witches bringing from where it was.
Yeah,
that
what are you
was-
reading that?
I just read it.
I literally just said that shit. Read it.
he just said that.
I literally just said that
Said
same,
all of that.
same exact shit. Did you?
I wasn't really, I was trying to like answer the question that I was joking.
Oh, but yeah, that's
Yeah, that's
crazy.
what he said.
I just said that. So that's probably why you probably you can say, because in that despair moment, it probably did choose him, but it was the devil who chose him.
Because the devil was in that
Because
book.
devil was in the book.
You know what I mean?
And that's what makes Aspen different from the other demons.
But again, because they willingly,
They found the devil and made the contract. This
Really?
devil actually came to Aspen.
without him knowing that's what was going on. So, I think Oscar is the only person who
Can you agree with me? That type of
Well, I mean, if someone based off like the history of the world and the universe, there's something about Oscar, but there's also something about the brother too. There's something about both of them.
this shit very fainting. Yeah, this shit looking crazy. Man.
It says Asper is a normal human with a mutation. It's just that he, oh, okay, it's a mutation that he has